Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms. And this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers. But that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there. And not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
First and 10, it's Ryan. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Atlanta.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a draw play for Gurley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. Operating from the gun, Ryan. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there. Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. And this will make it into the end zone. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 27, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it third down and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Ryan. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Atlanta.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Ryan. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they're decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 19.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick throw. Inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a handoff for Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st down, Atlanta.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go play action with Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gay is on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Vikings 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that 1st one up? Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
18-yard line.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 44 yards.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Take over for first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A gain there of 21 yards.
Minnesota Vikings.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did Division III football to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. That's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins now. That is caught at the 7. Look around, just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
That's the score. Falcons 17. Vikings 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15.
Ryan's pass.
A big play there just before halftime, and even 50 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken about 7 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3rd and long for Cousins. They're going for Jefferson. And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 89 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Falcons 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they finally put it into this return. And now before he's all the way down to the 37. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to sling this. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Operating from the gun. Ryan goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Now Cook here, and he lost the football. And the Falcons got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
18 on the play.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it for the first time with a backup move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Latavius Murray. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead. 35-28.
Falcons 35. Vikings 28.
Matt following the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. He stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the...
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
A gain of 14.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Atlanta.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Dalvin Cook.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Thiel's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
That's the score. Falcons 38. Vikings 35.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just bowling over tacklers. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one. the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Caught by Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 45, Vikings 38.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They're going for Jefferson down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. It's Tajay Sharp. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ryan to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
At the Vikings' 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll give to Smith out of the gun, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Jennings now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.